Here we are with Genshin Impact version 5.1 special program. I have been warned that there are spoilers for the Archon quest here, particularly in the trailer for the new version. I have not finished the Archon quest. In fact, I haven't progressed the Archon quest in quite some time, so this is going to be disappointing to have a spoiler, but at the same time, it would feel weird to not react to the special program now that I've started doing it. It would also feel weird because I'd then be playing the game in the updated version and the game's throwing things at me and I'd be like, what is this? So we're just going to roll with it.
I've had concerns for a long time. Malika's plan needs too much time, and too many things can go wrong.
Okay, she has a plan I don't know about.
Specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis can resolve the crisis, but it comes at a huge price.
I don't know what that is, but that's okay.
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind, so Auroron was indeed being threatened.
Great going, Malika. We're already off to a rocky start here.
Okay, the good news is none of that made sense to me. So I don't feel like anything's been spoiled. Wait, what? What's with the DJ bullshit?
Let me praise memes echo!
Oh god. You've thoroughly made me dislike her in 2 seconds. Congratulations.
She could go.
His soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process.
Still. I know she's holding her gnosis, but the rest of it makes sense to me, so I'm good. Let's have a see a new boss.
In the event that a confrontation becomes inevitable, I'll stall the captain while you advance.
And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal. We have to make the decision for her, here
God, you will
and
look
now.
so stupid in cutscenes with this
Without the
stupid
Lord of the
outline.
Night, without the protection of the rules, is doomed from the start.
You presume too much. Humanity's survival is worth any price.
Ooh, the abyss opens up.
Natlan must pay the price, and only Malika's death can clear the debt.
Holy
I wanted
shit.
to see her again.
The abyss
My end will
is
not
everywhere.
come first, and I'm not giving up.
If I could go back, I would do whatever it took to ensure their survival. You've experienced something similar, Malwika. You should know exactly what I mean.
The rainbow destined to burn. Yeah. Their outlines look so stupid in the cutscenes. What were they thinking when they gave these characters the stupid outlines? That's the dumbest stylistic choice they've had in a while. Yeah, so, I mean, it's kind of a spoiler to know that Malwika has a plan, I guess, but I didn't understand the rest of it because I haven't done the Archon quest, so I am A-okay.
Hello, travelers. Welcome to the Genshin
the
Impact
hell?
version 5.1 special program.
Hi.
My name is Gabe, and I'm from the Genshin Impact localization team.
And I'm Kai. I'm also from the Loke team, and will be your host for today's program.
Why?
We're usually translating Genshin Impact behind the scenes, so it's an honor to talk about the latest update. I'm pretty stoked about what's coming in version 5.1.
Totally.
Cool.
I'm sure that everyone else is just as excited to find out about the new update.
Then let's give them what they've been waiting for. First up, Shilonen will be our new playable character in version 5.1.
Yeah, I was never excited about Shilonen like everyone else was. I don't see, ooh, hot lady, let's go. Like your accessories though. My god, look at those rings. The bangle's a bit chunky, but those rings look amazing. So she has some cool stuff, but after just seeing her like play with this DJ set, yeah, you know what? You thoroughly killed any interest I had in this woman.
Whoa, Shilonen has a lot going on. Where should we start?
Her attacks.
We should probably start with her profession.
Of course.
To be fair, she's Geo, so it's not like I was ever fully appealed to her in the first place because I hate Geo.
Shilonen is a famous smith from the Children of Echoes, one of Natlan's 6 tribes. She forges all kinds of goods, like jewelry, vehicles, and weapons.
Would explain
You
why
name
she's
it,
dripped
she'll
out.
make it.
Cool.
We've already seen some of her creations, actually.
Oh, really?
She created the Pyro Archon sunglasses and Kachina's drill, Turbo Twirly. You'll be able to see even more of her handiwork, including the weapons of some of our new upcoming Natlan characters.
Hold up. Her braid is like cyan and pink. Interesting.
Wow, she's forged so many creations.
Yeah, and they're all really varied.
She commands so much respect in Natlan, but her job is really challenging.
Yeah.
What's her secret?
Shilonen is a really skilled smith, but her work mindset is the true key to her success. As she likes to say, if you overwork yourself, then your mind and body will settle the score.
Yep.
You can't accomplish much while you're burned out. That's why she believes that it's important to take breaks.
So, what does she do during her time off?
Well, for one, she likes to sunbathe in the tree branches.
I have to say, it's sweet that they're trying to put their own staff in the version special program, but I just don't care. And they're not voice actors themselves. So it's not the most engaging conversation we're having here. It's very dry. And it's not really interesting. I'm tempted to just forward through it, also because I don't really care about having an in-depth look at, the lore of Shilon, and we'll get it when we're in the game, but this is not fun.
That's right. We saw her doing that before.
Yeah, in the Ignition teaser.
Yes.
But that's not her only hobby. She also likes to listen to music.
Oh yeah, that's a popular pastime in her tribe, right?
Absolutely. See those earpieces in her ears?
Mm-hmm.
They actually connect to a record player.
Cool.
She made them so that she could listen to music during her work breaks.
They're not in
And
her
the
ears, they're
musical
in front
beats
of
help
her
her
ears.
keep up a steady forging rhythm. They're pretty handy.
Wow, it seems like her skill set is really convenient.
Mm-hmm. And as a smith, her skill set also comes in handy for exploration. Shilonen actually forged some special equipment that make it easier to get around. Let's take a look.
Great.
Still wearing impractical footwear for combat.
Ooh, she's in her Night Soul's Blessing
Ugh.
attire. Cool.
Gross.
Yeah. Wow, she makes climbing look so easy.
Ew.
Yeah, she can even stop in the middle of her climb and take in the surrounding view.
Is that going to cost you stamina to do so? I've always complained about modern things in these games, and everyone's like, it's not all medieval fantasy. It doesn't matter. The most recent we've been in history was like the French Renaissance, or the French Industrial Era, which would be Fontaine-ish to a degree, kind of. And that's the latest we've been in society. Rollerblades, really? I can't connect. I just don't like it. I hate it. It's just too modern a concept, and it revolts me. It really does.
Nice. I bet she finds a lot of inspiration that way.
For sure. When she finds something interesting, she immediately springs into action.
Oh, she's intense.
Speaking of intense, let's discuss her battle mechanics. Shilonen uses special equipment in combat too. See those 3 objects next to her? They look like gems, right? Well, those are samplers that were crafted by Shilonen herself.
Whoa, those are super shiny. They really suit Shilonen's design.
Yeah, and their color can change. The samplers are aligned with Geo by default, but their element will change when you add Hydro, Pyro, Cryo, or Electro characters to your party. For example, if Mualani is in your party, then one of Shilonen's samplers will become aligned with Hydro, and when Shilonen activates that sampler, she can reduce nearby enemies' resistance to Hydro damage.
Oh, okay. Well, how do you activate the samplers?
It's simple. When Shilonen has at least 2 samplers of an element other than Geo, then hitting enemies with her normal attacks will build up Night Soul points. When Night Soul points are at their maximum level, then all samplers will be activated. This reduces the corresponding elemental resistances of nearby enemies.
Okay, I think I understand her kit now.
Nice.
Shilonen's abilities work best when there are at least 2 different Hydro, Pyro, Cryo, or Electro characters in your party. Once you have an optimal team, you just need to activate the Night Soul's Blessing state and max out her Night Soul points.
Exactly. These skills allow her to reduce multiple types of elemental resistance. Of course, Shilonen also works in teams with multiple Geo characters. If Shilonen's samplers are aligned with Geo, then her normal attacks and plunging attacks deal greater damage instead of rapidly accumulating Night Soul points.
Oh, really?
Shilonen also has a talent that should be helpful for exploring Natlan. When Shilonen is in your party, triggering a Night Soul transmission with one of your party members will allow them to regain a set amount of phlogiston.
Cool.
Shilonen's Elemental Burst deals AoE Geo damage, and if she has at least 2 samplers of an element other than Geo, then her burst will restore HP to active characters at set intervals. Alright, that's all we have for Shilonen's skills.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to mention something
Not
important.
interesting
What
to me
is
at
it?
all.
Ancient names. Shilonen inherited the art of ancient name forging. The Pyro Archon even appointed her to forge an ancient name for the Traveler.
Ancient names
Huh?
record the deeds of Natlan's heroes, right?
What?
It's amazing she
That's
can
a
forge
spoiler.
something like that.
Exactly. Natlan cherishes its...
I have the biggest problem with tail placement in media. Can I just say? I have the worst opinion of it. This is not where a tail would be. You guys are familiar with the concept of a tailbone, yes? A tailbone is like a leftover little nubbin of bone for where a tail would appear on the body. And that is down here in between the butt cheeks here. I know because I have a damaged coccyx. I am quite aware of where my coccyx is. So the start of the tail would be on the nubbin of bone here and then come out. So this is not where a tail would be at all. There's no bone there. That's your pelvis. There's no bone coming into the tail to keep it moving. It's going to be down here. So I just want to point that out. That annoys me, but that's not specific to Shilonen. That's every media that has a tail in the wrong spot.
ancient names. Few have the honor of being recognized by past heroes, and even fewer individuals have the ability to forge ancient names. Be sure to check out Tribal Chronicles Nanatskayan in version 5.1 to learn more about Shilonen and ancient name forging. And, just like in version 5.0, travelers can earn extra primogems and level up materials by completing Shilonen's Tribal Chronicle during version 5.1.
Speaking of forging an ancient name for the Traveler, at the end of the last Archon quest, the
Don't
Pyro
spoil it.
Archon made it sound pretty difficult.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The Traveler is an Outlander, so their adventures in Natlan aren't recorded in the Night Kingdom. If those deeds aren't recorded, then it's going to be pretty tricky to forge an ancient name for the Traveler.
Yeah, no wonder the Pyro Archon said nobody's ever done it before.
During the version 5.1 Archon quest, we'll have to figure out how to overcome that obstacle. We'll also get the chance to meet Citlali from the Masters of the Nightwind. Her tribe is said to be extremely knowledgeable about the Wyub, so she might be able to turn the tides in our favor.
Yes.
Of course, the Traveler's ancient name won't be the only obstacle. The threat of the Abyss remains, and it seems like Auroran, a mysterious member of the Masters of the Nightwind, is working on a secret plan.
Ooh.
So we have 3 new characters from each of the remaining tribes, but we don't get the tribes themselves. I honestly would have withheld giving us these characters until we had access to their tribes.
There's so much to look forward to. Travelers can also earn extra primogems from this Archon quest, right?
You're exactly right. Just like in version 5.0, travelers
Aren't
can...
you meant to be a localizer, so you should know what the translation of the word is?
earn an extra 500 primogems if they complete the Natlan Archon quest Act 3 and Act 4 during version 5.1. But that's not all. Extra rewards will also be available for exploring Natlan during version 5.1. Travelers can earn a total of 400 extra primogems by completing related world quests and increasing Natlan exploration progress. Travelers who already reached the required amount of progress in version 5.0 can directly claim the rewards during the new version. But don't worry if you're more laid back about exploring new regions. These exploration rewards will be available for 2 versions. That means you will have all of version 5.1 and 5.2 to satisfy the
outcome
conditions
rewards?
and claim the rewards.
Do I get to 4.1?
Can we expect similar rewards to become available as the map expands in future updates?
You bet. Limited time exploration rewards will be offered for all future Natlan areas.
Yes.
Each time a new region is released, the exploration rewards will be available for 2 versions. That way, travelers should have enough time to explore the new maps and claim those extra primogems. Each version comes with a ton of activities. You might even come across some opportunities for exploration during certain commissions or events. so you'll definitely have a ton of chances to work towards those rewards.
We should give the travelers an example.
No problem. In version 5.1, travelers will be able to take part in an event called Aphid Treasure Trace. They'll work together with Shilonen to track down and capture phlogiston aphids. It's not as simple as I make it sound though. These creatures have been corroded by the abyss, which caused them to grow unnaturally large.
Wow, is nothing safe from abyssal corrosion? Natlan's really going through a tough time.
Tell me about it. Luckily, the corrosion levels are still reversible. Start by unleashing attacks with your characters, then use Shilonen's insect net to break their shields. Once the surrounding shields are down, travelers can purify the abyssal energy inside of them. Elsewhere in Natlan,
doesn't
travelers who
thrill me
venture
at all.
into a specific underground
And that
cavern
also doesn't
will
thrill me.
discover a secret source automaton that was left behind by a lost civilization. The secret source constructor awaits all challengers. If you manage to beat this new boss, then you can earn special materials.
I bet Shilonen would love to get her hands on the parts of that automaton.
Okay, we introduced our new character and the new boss. Let's move on to the event wishes. In the first half of version 5.1, travelers can look forward to
Chiri's
event
back.
wishes for Shilonen and Chiori. A new 5-star sword, Peak
Ew.
Patrol Song, will be featured on the weapon banner. And in the second half of version 5.1, we'll have returning event wishes
So I
for
don't need to
Nahida
wish for
and
anybody in the
Hu Tao.
second phase.
Yes,
So,
and
okay.
new 4-star weapons will also be added to the weapon banner during version 5.1.
Okay.
Keep an eye out if you're interested in them.
Oh, I can't wait. But it's about time for our first break. See you soon, travelers.
First break.
See you soon.
Bruh, we're halfway through. Good grief. Oh, I suppose they did a code at the beginning, didn't they? Well, so far, nothing interests me other than the continuation of the Archon quest with Act 3 and 4. The rest of it's not very interesting. The events aren't interesting. She annoys me. So, not a whole lot of optimism other than for Archon.
I'm sure that everyone can figure out where we're at.
Sumeru.
Yep,
Sumeru's
it's
festival.
Sumeru City. Things are looking really festive.
That's because we're celebrating Nahida's birthday in version 5.1.
Oh, are we?
I still remember
Hence
how the
the rerun.
Sub-Zero's festival kept repeating during the Archon quest 2 years ago. Nahida couldn't celebrate her birthday because the Grand Sage trapped her in the sanctuary of Sorastana.
Right, and Nahida's character teaser was so sad. Especially during that third instance of, when I woke up, I was riding in a flower carriage. The sudden change of music was so
Get on with
heart-wrenching.
it, bro.
Definitely. The Traveler really helped out by exposing the
I
Academia,
don't care.
and Nahida was able to earn her people's
Shut
love.
up and get on with
But
it.
we all feel like she deserves a
Are you trying to
true
pad
birthday
this out?
celebration, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm okay with a
So, in the
15-minute
version
special
5.1
program.
event, Chromatic Ode of Candies and Roses, travelers will get the chance to give Nahida the birthday celebration that she deserves.
Yippee.
All right, finally.
Yeah, actually, I have a few screenshots that I can share
Okay,
with
so
everyone.
we can
Do
invite
you want to
Candace
take
so I
a
can
sneak
get
peek at
a
this
high level
Sub-Zero's
Candace.
festival?
What constellation
Yeah,
is my
let's do it.
Candace?
Whoa, that's a lot of people. It looks like they're secretly discussing something.
This year, the Academia is organizing a birthday celebration unlike any other. Think of it as a small way to make up for their past mistakes. Plus, the Traveler has teamed up with a bunch of friends from Sumeru to prepare a special surprise for Nahida.
Oh, I can't wait to see her reaction.
Of course, a surprise is only as good as your ability to keep it a secret, so don't give it away, Travelers. The flower carriage is another important part of Sub-Zero's festival. This year, our Sumeru friends have created a miniature carriage to simulate the parade. That way, it can go off without a hitch.
That's so nice of them.
And the Traveler will serve as the Knight of Flowers during the real parade, escorting the carriage along the route.
Wow, so the Traveler is like Nahida's protector.
Yeah, it looks like the Aranara are also involved in the festival. If you want to learn more about this year's Sub-Zero's festival, including the birthday surprise, then be sure to check out the event during version 5.1.
It's time to make some memories sweeter than candied Agilenak nuts.
Travelers can also look forward to different types of gameplay during the event. Remember the parade simulator that we saw in the earlier screenshot? Travelers can take it for a spin during the event, Rocking Carriage. The goal is to control the direction of the carriage to avoid obstacles while gathering as many flowers as possible, Collect blessings along the way, and you'll be able to obtain a higher
Oh
score.
god, the
Nice.
movement.
In the second event,
Ugh.
in a reflection of reality and dreams, travelers will enter unique dreamscapes, search for anomalies within the dreams, and fix them.
Oh, so it's like a spot the difference game. That's one of my specialties.
That seems
In the
alright.
third event, Shadow of the Knight's Blade, the Knight of Flowers must eradicate evil on behalf of the Dendro Archon. Earn points by defeating as many enemies as possible within the time limit. You can even increase your performance level and earn buffs by satisfying special conditions during the challenge.
This should be a breeze for the Knight of Flowers. Bring it on. Ha! Ha!
Oh wow, looks like someone's excited for the Sub-Zero's festival. I hope travelers feel the same way.
Hey, I'm sure they will.
In addition to Nahida's birthday celebration, version 5.1 offers other
They still have not mentioned that you can invite Candace to your party. Weird.
exciting events. In Feast of Pursuit, travelers will be able to earn rewards by completing various challenges. They can even choose their own difficulty setting.
Oh, cool.
Each challenge comes with unique buffs. Use them wisely to clear the challenge as quickly as possible. You'll find tougher enemies at higher difficulty levels.
In Reminiscent Regimen Thrill, travelers will team up with each other in co-op to tackle a challenge with 4 random stages. Each challenge will feature different reminiscent reinforcements. Selecting a character that fits the reinforcements featured in each stage will make it easier to complete. Each player can choose a strengthening buff before entering a stage. You can give your team an advantage by choosing a buff that works with the specific stage design.
It's all about optimizing your teamwork.
Absolutely. After completing the challenge, travelers will earn thrilling stars based on their performance. Be sure to gather thrilling stars if you want to claim the corresponding rewards.
New envisaged Echoes challenges will also be added in version
I'm sorry,
5.1.
how did you say that?
New envisaged Echoes challenges will also
Envisaged.
be added.
Again, aren't you supposed to be responsible for the localization of the language, yet you can't say envisaged correctly?
In version 5.1, travelers will now be able to obtain echoes for Zhongli and Keqing.
Whoa, Zhongli's echo is really cool.
Keqing's echo is also beautiful. She leaves a trail of flowers behind her.
Whoa, save some excitement for our other updates. During version 5.1, a few familiar faces will also be added to Genius Invocation TCG. Travelers can look forward to new character cards, monster cards, and action cards.
Cool.
Version 5.1 is absolutely packed with events. There's even the Aphid Treasure Trace event that we introduced at the beginning of the program.
That's not all. There's an old friend we haven't seen in a while.
Wait, do you mean...
That's right. Lieben will be back in version 5.1.
What do you mean a
Just
while?
like always,
Didn't we
travelers
see him
can
fairly
exchange their
recently?
items for primo gems and level up materials. I even heard that Natlan specific materials will be available during his latest visit.
Oh, there's the
Awesome.
mask I need.
That should be all for the version 5.1 events. That means it's about time for our second break.
You got it. We'll be right back, travelers. Into the Spiral System optimizations. First up, a skip feature will be added to the Spiral Abyss. This change allows you to skip Floor 9 in the new update if you obtained full stars on Floor 11 of the previous Spiral Abyss. Obtaining full stars on Floor 12 will allow you to skip both Floor 9 and Floor 10. Hopefully, this change will create a smoother experience.
That sounds so convenient.
Don't do
Yeah, I know,
this.
right? Just as a reminder, the Primogem rewards from the skipped floors will need to be claimed manually. But floor rewards such as domain reliquaries will be distributed automatically when you open the Spiral Abyss interface. In addition, you can now open multiple domain reliquaries at once.
Nice. We don't have to keep opening them one by one.
Yeah. Continuing with more optimizations, the filtering and sorting logic of the character artifact interface has been improved. The system will now remember your artifact set filters so that you don't have to set them every single time. You can also sort by affix for an individual artifact slot. Those preferences will also be saved.
That will make it a lot easier to filter artifacts for each character.
Totally. The character ascension mechanics will also be optimized in version 5.1. You can now see the craftable amount of certain materials directly in your inventory. A
Hey,
feature will
that's
also
nice.
be added to the
I won't
crafting
use it,
bench that
but
allows you
nice.
to filter recipes by character ascension goals. This will allow you to easily view and craft the number of materials that you need.
Now, you don't have to calculate the required materials and quantities in advance. You can do all of that at the crafting bench. Version 5.1 will also be adding other small optimizations. Be sure to check out future announcements for more information.
Alright, travelers, some of you might have already noticed, but Genshin Impact turns 4 years old.
It's interesting that in this entire trailer, we spoke of Mavuika, or whatever her name is. We spoke of this chick. We spoke of her. No mention was ever made of the pirate-looking chick.
Travelers, some of you might have already noticed, but Genshin Impact turns 4 years old tomorrow.
We've had an incredible journey so far, right? Let's see where this path has taken us. It's time to relive some amazing memories.
Let's do it.
They really are padding this out. They could have just made it 15 minutes, honestly. I don't like the art style. Why are you showing us all the things they didn't do together? This is supposed to be memories, or not fiction.
See, sometimes it's rainy, sometimes it's cloudy. That's what journey means. Can't see the scene ahead's blurry, but we still must pursue the dream. Travel through the heights and shallows, put on a sturdy shell to face the perils.
Okay, this song was clearly not written in English. This is another critique I have of localizations of songs. The direct translation doesn't always fit the rhythm. English is quite a wordy language compared to a lot of Asian languages. And so translating Asian languages into English for songs doesn't always work because the rhythm's off, the pacing's off, the rhyming's off, and whatnot. And it's very evident in this song with the way she's phrasing and singing and rushing words. This song was originally written in Chinese.
Hear about your last trace. Love is shining bright in the deep night.
They should have just left it in Chinese with subtitles.
The scars will finally heal. Do not fear, they will not take it. The unresolved problem. Do not go gentle and good night. The day I wanna cease comes with the greetings of the breeze. Will there be that day? Please tell me.
Yeah, really don't like this art style. You'd think with Hoyo's budget, they can afford something better. A higher quality looking.
Break through the strong tide to reach the other side. I hear about your last
I want to hear this in Chinese. I might do that afterwards.
Some words are heavy when some words are light. We are like two meteors that miss each other. We'll finally reunite to catch up with the sunlight, with the bright
Fantastic singer though. Great vocals.
memories. Softly touch my feet. The freedom I wanna seize takes me to an unknown place. At the journey's end, we will.
God, don't let me relive that memory. That was a sad memory. Why is he resonating Geo? I don't think the anime was worth it. Okay.
Here's to 4 years of Genshin Impact.
Hey, happy birthday!
Wow, it's
do we got?
already been 4
2 minutes to go.
years. Where's the time gone? It really brings back so many memories when I see all those scenes. There's that fight against Storm Terror, the battle of the Jade Chamber, Nahida saying goodbye to Greater Lord
Dude,
Ruka
all you've
Devada,
done this
the
entire
masquerade
thing
of
is
the
just
guilty.
recap shit we've already
I
done.
know. And
It's
I'm
such a
definitely
waste
going
of
to have
time.
that song on repeat.
That's
commentary, I mean.
exactly what I did with the Natland Symphony performance.
It seems like this is a good place to announce that Natland's first OST album, Land of Tleayatl, is about to be released. The album contains 3 discs featuring.
You do know that album after OST is redundant. I mean, it's not a direct correlation to like a PIN number or ATM machine, but it's close enough because it stands for original soundtrack. That is an album. So that's still saying album, original album. It's just Natland's OST. Dude, you do not need to say album.
78 original tracks composed for Genshin Impact.
Yay, we can finally add Natland's regional soundtrack to our playlists.
Yes. All right. That looks like all the information we have to share.
That means it's time for the special program to come to an end. Is there anything you want to say before we leave?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think there's so much cool content coming in this version, and hey, come on, 4th anniversary, that's so huge.
Yeah.
I mean, we've put so much work into this game over the years.
And because it is the 4th anniversary with this particular special program, I wonder why they put so little effort into it by giving us these 2 randos. I just don't understand the stylistic choice here, and I really hope they don't do it again.
And every version has been special, but I gotta say, 5.0, 5.1, these have been great.
Exactly. I mean, seriously, Genshin Impact is not only a game to me. It's my work, it's my life.
Right.
I play Genshin Impact every day.
That's
I
sad.
talk about Genshin Impact every day.
I mean,
and I
it's your
interact
job,
with
so that's
players
fair.
online. It's all these years.
Yeah,
It's a lot. It's a lot.
totally.
So if I have to say something this time, we are truly, truly grateful that you guys, our players, are continue playing this game. And
Yeah.
we're just as excited as you guys for what's coming next in the game.
Awesome. Yeah, no, totally agree. That's so great. Well, unfortunately, it's time for us to say goodbye.
Thank God.
Once again, thank you so much for all of the support over these past 4 years. Hope to see you in game.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Alrighty, okay. Not much here for me. I mean, that's fair. Not every special program, every patch or update is going to have something for me, but I'm kind of disappointed at how much of this is just not appealing to me at all. So we've got 2 new Archon quests, haven't even done the first 2. And then there's Chiori rerun. That's about it. That's about the grand total of what interests me so far. Let me just find out the name of that song. Where did they say the words? Was it? Oh God, I'll find it. Ooh, better yet, we have it in 3 languages. What are you starting with? This looks like Chinese. We're going to go through all 3, although if it's English, we can skip the English. Yeah, okay, we don't need that. Okay, passing memories. In Chinese.
用情绪的一种云层的变动。
Hold up. Why did we change the gender of the singer? If it's originally meant to be sung by a male, why didn't we have a male sing it?
你所说不通，无用，模糊在视线中去追寻一个梦，跨过炎热寒冷的高山去和 穿上坚硬的外壳和最深的执着。我听说你来过，来南方的很多爱无意深海，尝过反复的失败和漫长的忍耐，伤痛终将被覆盖。越坠落，巨大沉默，难解的困惑，越挣脱，回到脆弱，自由走向我，伴随着风化的抚摸，一定会有那天吧，请回答。
This sounds way better in Chinese. And this guy's a fantastic voice as well.
越过黄昏黎明的无数阻拦，翻过古老的群山，到另一个对岸。我听说你来过，情到中的很多话说不出来，轨迹刚刚好错开，我越渐渐明白，重逢那天会到来，去触摸最亮的光，最美的烟火，是岁月温柔的经过，自由拖住我，我去往未知的辽阔，在旅途的最终点再见会，再见。最亮的光，最美的烟火，因为你温柔的经过，这一路的冒险，感谢你和我的遇见，在旅途的最终点会再见，会再见。
Okay, that sounded great in Chinese. That was fantastic. Okay, we've got Japanese now. I wonder if we'll get Korean, whether it'll just do English. Probably just do English. Change the gender again, okay.
心の表夢をつかも霧の中で海と大地を飛び越え石を両手に歩み出せ君を追って色とりどりの運命膝をついてもくじけない傷は癒える闇に飲まれてもがいても火の粉振り払って自由に舞えウィンドブルームと叶うから教えてよ 果てなき日々を乗り越え山の向こうへ走り出せ君を追って届かず消えるこの声去りゆく後は薄らいで君を思うつかも光と大輪を時が流れても
Okay, it does also work in Japanese. I still think Chinese is the better version. And it's also interesting, the difference in vibe between the male singer and the female singer. I don't know if it's just because of the pitch or just the way they were singing, but they hit differently. The male singer was just like epic and it's just soul stirring. But when the females sing, both the Japanese and English singers, just hitting those high notes, it's almost haunting with the tone. It's great. And that's English. Okay, let me see if I can find a Korean version. Okay, I can't find it in Korean, but they have backing vocals and instrumental tracks already by Hoyoverse, so people can like just jam out themselves to the song. That is so cool. I'm impressed. I really am impressed. Nice work. Completely unrelated to the update, but nice work. Yeah, pretty much said all I have to say about the update, though this episode got a lot longer than it was supposed to be, courtesy of listening to the soundtrack. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think about the latest update in the comments down below.